Did you know that optimists live 11 to 15% longer than people who are not optimists? Optimistic people have lower incidence of high blood pressure, lower incidence of heart disease, and a lower risk of cancer. Generally speaking, people who are optimistic exercise more, they eat healthier, and they sleep better. What is optimism? Because I consider myself an optimist. Generally speaking, I guess it just kind of depends on the day you catch me on, but generally speaking, I'm an optimistic person. But there's a difference between optimism and positivity. Optimism is not denial. It's not just being positive because, hey, I think we should be positive today. Optimism is more you know what's going on, you know what the challenges are, but you make a decision to believe that there's going to be a positive outcome. That's optimism. And I think that with where the world is right now, how crazy everything is, everybody's angry. People are angry in the store. People are angry in traffic. People are angry at work. Optimism is like a breath of fresh air, as far as I'm concerned. Let me tell you a couple of things that, as an optimist, I will not do, especially with people in my life, because it can get a little touchy if you're an optimist and you are around people who are not generally optimistic people. As an optimist, I am not going to invalidate your feelings. I'm not going to invalidate what you're going through. I may try to, help you to focus on some other things, but I'm not going to be that person that's always silver lining it for you. Like, okay, your car got stolen, but and you feel bad about it. I'm not necessarily going to be that person. Well, at least you got your health. Because you need to go through those feelings. You need to, whatever you're feeling, you need to feel that. And I might just need to be that person to listen to you. You need to be able to go through those feelings, that process. And I'm not the person, nobody's the person. You shouldn't be robbed of that. So in my house, like especially after my husband goes to work, because he's on the night shift right now, so I may be in my room, reading or working on something or watching something, and then one of the kids comes in, and everything's going fine. Then maybe another kid comes in, then maybe at some point everybody's in the room, and then they start bickering. And my bedroom is, I call the drama free zone. I'm having drama free time. And if it's something that I don't need to mediate, or I don't need to referee, I will say, y'all gotta go with that. You know, like, take that noise, all that back and forth, take that, to the living room, take that out, because I'm sensitive to what's, to my environment. I'm sensitive in that way. And I need a certain time of day to just be chill, to calm down, to breathe, to meditate, to pray, to focus on just being calm. And I didn't go to their room and, say, hey, I want to be a part of an argument. They brought it to my space. And I think that's what we have to do, or that's what I choose to do. I choose, I need drama free time in my day, and a space that I feel serene in. We're not going to improve anything by being negative. I cannot think of any time when I have been negative and down on a situation that it ever got better. Nobody wants to be around Eeyore all of the time. Now, I'm not saying somebody wants to be around somebody that's always on and smiling, and you want somebody who's real, and real means you're going to go through a gamut of emotion. But nobody wants to be around Eeyore all the time, every day, every single day. Like, I don't. Do you? Like, what does that do for you? Especially if you wake up and you're trying to, like, there is so much in the world that you are responsible for, so much you have to tackle, things on your to-do list. You know, things that you're going to be facing that day. You know that unexpected things are going to come up every day, and you don't want to be around somebody that can never see the benefit of being positive. They're always negative. They're always complaining. They just never have a positive outlook about anything. Like, that is a spiritual drain. So, with everything that's going on in life, the ups, the downs, bills, work, you know, uh, health issues, all of those things, how do I maintain my optimism? And I wrote a list. I like lists. I wrote a list and I have 6 things on the list. And the first one is prayer. I take my prayer time seriously. I talk with the Lord. I read his words. They're his love letter to us, instructions to us. And I love the Psalms. I love the Proverbs. And those things calm me down. Those words, forgive me, those words calm me down and get me in a particular, just serene place. They just really, I can't read a psalm or a proverb and walk away feeling the way that I felt going in. They have, it is the living word. And so prayer is my number one way to maintain optimism. 2, I focus on gratitude. People say practice gratitude, but I focus on all the things that I have to be grateful for. I've been through a lot. I've been through the struggle. Life has been hard, almost died a few times. And I am blessed to be alive. So when something happens and, I'm feeling some kind of way, if I can just focus on, man, I could not be here. I could be sick. I could be dead, not here to be with my family, not here to be here for my husband and my children. I'm blessed to be alive. Okay. 3, I remove negative people from my life, or I marginalize them as much as I can. Your life, and I know this is a thought that a lot of people have. You can promote people in your life, and you can demote people. Like, somebody, I can get promoted in someone else's life and I can get demoted. This is a side thought. There are friendships that I had when I was under 20 that I don't have now. And sometimes that was my choice, and sometimes it was the other person's choice. Sometimes you go in different directions. And if you are at a place where you're going in the optimism direction, sometimes, like, I've lost some friendships and some relationships because of my walk with Christ. So you can demote. If you feel like somebody is a drain on you, like, even if you feel like you don't like this video, you don't have to watch me. Just like I don't have to watch. We have the power. You can turn me off. You can unsubscribe. All of those things. Yeah. Whether that's Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, you don't have to be in someone's space and hear their thoughts, hear their rhetoric if you don't want to. You're in charge of that. Another thing with regards to that, I used to feel beholden. I used to feel a sense of obligation, like, man, I've been friends with this person for a long time, or I'm related to this person. But if the relationship has changed and it's going in a new direction and you're not enjoying it and it's more trouble than it's worth, you have the right to walk away. Some people may feel that that's cold or cruel, but if it helps you to live the life that God intends you to live, you have that right. You don't have to continue to entertain certain things just because you've known this person forever. 4, I make it a habit not to participate in gossip. And I'm not going to say a whole lot about that one, but it's a big one. You know, I try to, if something's true, I say it. If something's kind, I say it. If something's helpful, I say it. I'm a regular person. I have thoughts that are not necessary, and that goes into bringing all thoughts captive. I have thoughts that I'm sure are not the best thoughts, and you have to nip it in the bud and change direction even on how you're thinking about certain things. But gossip, it's not healthy for us. 5, I try to see the opportunity in every situation, even if it's like a bad situation and you realize it's a bad situation. Okay, like what did you learn from that? That, there's an opportunity maybe for you to move in, move away from that and not further harm yourself or put yourself in a particular like a bad space mentally, physically. If something's not good for you, it's like, okay, you recognize it. And then last but not least, 6, I try to have fun. I breathe. I try to laugh every day. I look for opportunities to be happy. If there's something that I can do, there's some way that I can spend my time that's going to make me happy, whether that's my favorite song or a show, you know, spending time with the people that I love, you know, to not take life so serious all the time. But laughter, God's word says that laughter is a good medicine, and it is. I'd like to know, are you an optimist, a pessimist, or a realist, or a combination of the three? Also, if you are an optimist, a pessimist, or a realist, do you wish that you could be different? Do you wish that you could change? I want to thank you for spending this time with me. Until next time, be sweet, be grateful, and stay optimistic.